Hey guys, can you see and hear good? There we go. Hey, First Lady. So, um, I wanted to do a live tonight because, as I said on my community tab, Dee Walsh had a death in her family, and she didn't get to make the last live, and she had some things she wanted to say. And so I have her tonight on screen, ready to go, and just trying to make sure everybody got a chance to get here before I hit the share button. But I'm going to go ahead and bring her on, and then I have one little thing that I wanted to show, and that gives me a chance to do that as well. So we won't be here long. So I'm going to go ahead and let Dee Walsh talk. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi everybody. Hi, chat. I want to tell
Mhm.
everybody thank you for the kind words. Um, for the loss of my aunt, I want to tell everybody thank you. I don't know what happened to Hell Chick. What happened?
Can you see me?
No, I don't see you. Should I share? Do I share the screen?
No. I guess it's
No,
just going to
I don't.
do like what it did earlier. I don't know. I'll let you have it, and then
I don't know what happened.
I don't either.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay.
me?
What I was gonna. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Good deal.
Okay.
Good deal.
So what I was going to say was about the picture that I had shared, the screenshot that I shared with you guys about Kenneka and the knot on her forehead. So what I was going to say about that was we all know that the photo was edited um, prior to me getting it, right? We all know that everything that that we've been seeing was edited. We know that. Well, what I did is I've seen through the edited version. We can see through some of the edits, and some of us can see through it, and some of us can't. So that is one thing that I wanted to clear up. You
And
know
I
that.
can't.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said I can't. Can't,
Right.
but through you I can. Thankfully.
Right. Right. And some of us can, see through it, see through those edits, and some of us can't. And some of us know how to, get make pictures out of pixels and colors, and some of us can't.
Hmm.
And and what I'm saying is, just because one person sees something, don't mean it's not right, and just because some people don't see something, doesn't mean it's not wrong. I mean, or vice versa,
Yes.
or whatever. So and everybody has an opinion, and what that person's opinion may be, don't mean that person's opinion is wrong, nor does it mean it's right, you know. And so that's what I wanted to say. And I did want to say this too. Um, I was able to, speak with two people out of Kanika's family that, wrote back to me, and I was very surprised. And they do watch these channels. And so, with all of the fighting that people go through on these channels and stuff, people have to watch what they say and what they do, because her family do watch these channels, you know, and it's wrong to, take her name and use her name like some of these people do,
Hmm.
you know, and it's really wrong,
Hmm.
and that's what I wanted to say, because had it been my child, or one of you guys' child, the last thing you would want is somebody to use her name in vain,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and to keep using her name in vain,
Mm-hmm.
and over and over and over again, and know that you're not helping, So when I seen what I saw, I thought, well, maybe, look, I've never seen this, and I seen it. So that's why I brought it to you guys' attention, because that's what I seen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see something else, I'll bring it to someone's attention. But that's why a lot of people see stuff and they don't bring it to their attention, because people right off the bat can say, oh, you're not seeing this, or that's not right, or that's not wrong. But you won't believe how many people see different things that could probably, you know, get some attention brought to her case, but they don't say anything because people, speak bad about, what they see, or it's not right, or it's not wrong, or you're not seeing what you think you see. You feel what I'm saying? Do
Mm-hmm.
y'all get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I might sound like I'm rambling, but do y'all get what I'm
No.
saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to feel like I'm rambling or anything like that, but I'm just trying to, make a point. I'm not good with being in the front of everybody. I like staying in the back and doing research and stuff like that. So I'm not, used to being in the front of everyone. But, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And back to Kenneka's family, commenting on a post that I commented on. Um, they did, like I said, they do say they watch these channels, and I screenshot those posts, and I have receipts to show where they wrote back, and they are the nieces of Teresa's. That's Teresa's sisters, daughters, and they watch every channel. And like they said, they want justice for Kenneka, but they don't like all the fighting and the lying that goes on in the groups,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I wanted to say. And
Mm-hmm.
one other thing, one other channel that I've seen, and this channel that I've seen uses these pictures that we've been seeing for 4 years, over and over and over and over again. At some point, when do these followers get a clue that these are the same pictures that we've been seeing for the last 4 years, and nothing has changed on these pictures in 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
other than,
Mm-hmm.
um how do you want to say it? I mean, like, I just I don't understand how people can have a following and still say the same thing over and over again, but just change the words around. And people can
Mm-hmm.
follow the same person and keep on saying, oh, it's something different all the time, but nothing
Mm-hmm.
is being done.
Right.
You haven't solved the case in 4 years, but you're still saying the exact same thing and people are still following you.
Mm-hmm.
How? I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And people already know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
first
Mr. Fred,
lady.
I understand what Mr. Fred is talking about as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Fred.
Mm-hmm.
No one
Mm-hmm.
can convince me parking tickets dated September 6th was passed out to patrons on the night of the so-called party, September 9th. I say the 9th because there was no parking ticket activity noted on the 8th. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yes,
It's strange.
it is strange.
It's not a coincidence.
Yes, yes, it is. Well, I'll let you have the floor, and I really appreciate everybody in this family here. I really
Me
do. And like
too.
I said, I appreciate all the kind words for the condolences that you all gave me. I really do. And I
Oh,
thank
you're
you
welcome.
guys. Yeah,
You're
I thank
welcome.
you guys.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
All right. So I just had Um, one little thing that I wanted to, hey, Chris Wignall, good to see you. It has been a long time.
Yeah, good.
God bless you too, buddy. Hey, Paula. Fred, I am glad you're here. Um, could one thing to Fred, could you please shoot me an email? Um, I think I have your email, but I want to clarify something with you that me and D Walsh were talking about, and I want to make sure that I'm looking at the right thing that I'm supposed to be trying to look at. I think I know what you're saying, but I want to double check. Um, I'm so happy that D Walsh was able to come on with me tonight. I have just a few things that I wanted to show because, thank you, Fred. There's been a lot of chat about a lot of stuff, really. Um, I don't, I don't pay attention to a lot of it because in order for me to be, um, I guess, offended, as you would say, I would have to value that person's opinion, which I don't. Um, and I'm like D Walsh. I don't understand how someone can follow something that I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyways, I don't get so offended behind a lot of stuff that people say. You can say well, people are going to talk about you, me, and everybody else until the day they die. You're not going to stop that. Um, if bitch is the worst thing I get called, I'm grateful. I'm just saying. Hey, Sarah has an H. Hey, Lakeisha. Um, it doesn't make me none. I was raised by a United States Marine Corps gunnery sergeant. It's going to take a lot more than that to hurt my feelings. Um, and I'm not with the drama. But I do want to show something because there's been very, okay, if we go all the way back to the beginning, there was a little bit of confusion at the beginning regarding who David Friedman was with F&F Realty, who owns the Crown Plaza. And we couldn't get um, a whole lot of images. Bye. Bye bye.
What's that?
She
Who's
says, I'm out. This has nothing to do with the case.
there?
Bye. Um, in the beginning, there was a lot of search going on for David Friedman, who runs F&F Realty, and um, you could hardly find an image on him. And what people started to do was say that he was the David Friedman that was, and you'll still hear this today, um, that he was the one that was associated with Donald Trump. And for most of us, we know that's not true. But in trying to find images of him, um, people were still putting the wrong guy as the forefront of F&F Realty, which was not true. And it was not him. And I have not given up looking for the man that found Kenneka. To me, it's important. To me, it's something that I want to do. And I'm not going to stop until I find this man. Um, and I don't know what it'll lead to. I don't know, but at least we'll have a name. And in the process of looking for him, I stumbled across a lot of images of David Friedman. I don't even know how in the hell I stumbled on those. But so far, I think for the majority of us, we have the one image of him where he's digging, like groundbreaking ceremony at one place in Rosemont. And so I have a bunch of images of David Friedman, and I just wanted to share two tonight, just because it's good to put a face to these people and a name with a face, just like Lenny. A lot of people still think Lenny is the guy that found Kenneka in the freezer, and he is not. Hey, Jackie's concern. Lenny is not the guy that found her in the freezer, and I'll be glad when we have a name that we can put with that guy that just walked back there and found Kenneka the way that he did. That
without
whole
a
thing,
light, without a
that whole
light.
thing is suspect, right? So I'm gonna pull this email up. Let's see. All right. Okay, let me share the screen. You may remember him when you see him. I have some strange pictures of him as well. These are not professional photos of him in his workplace either. Let me make this bigger. He is not a man that takes a lot of pictures. And that is another reason why people think that he is so suspect. Can you guys see that on the screen? Can you see that, D. Walsh?
Which is it? No.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Let me double check something. All right. I may have to turn, let me see. I may have to knock you off
Okay.
and then put yourself back in as soon as I get done with these photos, okay? Just put yourself right back in.
Okay.
All right. I think I don't have to knock you off. I got you. All right. Let's try this again. Until whatever just happened. Hold on. Let me do it again. One more again. It kind of reset itself for whatever reason. Okay. Now you guys can see him. Good deal. Okay. That is David Friedman. That is the man that owns the Crown Plaza. I have him in some strange photos. Not anything that's. Let me rephrase that before somebody runs off with that and goes bananas with it. He is. He's at an event in these photos, and he's just not his professional self. His guard is down. So I just let me say that before somebody goes and says he's an organ trafficker in the images I have. It's not what I'm saying. And the other one I want to share is that one. Let me make that big. Let me pull it down. Okay, that is David Friedman. live and in color. No, 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 Rita Ray. Not the same David Friedman. That's where everybody got confused. That's the David Friedman that's associated with Donald Trump. That's not the same guy that has any kind of connection to the Crown Plaza at Rosemont. This is the guy that owns F&F Realty, who owns the Crown Plaza, and he has nothing to do with politics. So um, that was misinformation that was out in the beginning of the case. And that's why I wanted to set the record straight. That is not the man that is associated with Donald Trump. But I can show you that guy if you would be interested in seeing him, Rita Ray. And see, that's what made a lot of people suspect from the very beginning. Just little pieces of misinformation like that get carried away. Um, no. I'm going to pull up the other one just so we're all on the same page, just to show the difference. There's no similarities, but I want you guys to see it. Don't take my word for it. See it. Let me send this to my email. Okay, conditional love. Hey, Beyond Me. All right. Now, this is the David Friedman that is associated with Donald Trump. Let me show you his picture. That's him right there with the flag in front of him. Okay, that is the one that is associated with Donald Trump. But this is the one we are interested in trying to just make sure we have the right guy. He's the guy that owns F&F Realty. So, um, hey, Cassie. Um, I just wanted to get that out there as well. And I'm not going to have a lot to say tonight. But I do want to, I'm going to go ahead and knock this screen. All right. All right. Now I got D-Walsh back. All right. Um, I did want to say this because I saw something, excuse me, that someone had said in a chat, and I wanted to address it publicly. Um, I just saw the a person had asked where I was from, and I I'm from Kentucky. I think. Thank you, Fred. I thought I saw something come through. Um, it's not hard to hear my accent. I'm from Kentucky. And then they said that I needed to pick a side. And no, I don't have to pick a side, sweetie. That's where you're wrong. Because I'm on the side of truth and justice. So wherever that leads me, I'm going. Um, and I just wanted to say that publicly. But regardless, if you have something you want to ask me, you can hit my email. You can comment under a video. Um, what's the purpose of this?
What's the purpose of what?
I don't know. She's full of questions, whoever that is. Hey, Paula.
Thank you, Great Dane. People are so
Right.
rude.
They are. They are rude. And a lot of people come disguised as other people. So don't think that that goes unnoticed either. Thanks, Sandra. Um, I've
Yeah,
been
I mean,
working on, yeah, been working on a lot of other stuff. And, but this case is still fresh on my mind, not going anywhere. And just because someone calls me a bitch and Casper the Ghost is not going to run me off anywhere. And I said what I said. I don't personally know about analyzing photos. Otherwise, I wouldn't have contributed to something trying to get that done. And if I did, I wouldn't have contributed. Like, why would I have needed to do that? But just continuing to try to be relevant, and I'm not going to feed the ego. I'm not going to do it. Um, D. Walsh, you got anything else you want to say?
no, I just love everybody in the chat. Everybody's cool. Everybody's really good. They're great. Everybody wants justice, for Kenneka. So with everybody working together, I think we can do it. If everybody just, work together and stop all the fighting, I think, if we pull together, work together, let's do this,
Mm-hmm.
and keep the haters out,
Mm-hmm.
and we can do this, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and stay
Mm-hmm.
level headed.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that in there, and I think that'll help too if we keep those haters out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and don't give
Mm-hmm.
them the time of day. When they start all that mess, I just say,
Yeah.
don't say anything back. You know,
Yeah.
quietness kills them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're good.
That's one
Look, now
thing.
we're split screen.
Now it's working
Swear. Yeah, you're
side by
good.
side.
Just maybe just took that a little bit different. And that's another thing that happens. You get things lost in translation in writing. So no harm, no foul.
Oh,
I don't even know
Les,
how to pronounce her name.
Les, you good? I can't. What is her? Les being
Less
level.
than
Yeah, you're good. It's okay. Please don't
I get it
misunderstand.
now. I get it now. Lesbian
Yeah,
lover 36. Got
yeah.
it.
Let's not level 30. Yeah, you're
Okay.
cool. It's all good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cassie, you're up early.
Right. It's
Um,
okay.
yeah, you're
It's
fine.
just that people. Yeah. It's just that it's been so much hate lately.
Mm-hmm.
With this case, and it's like um, what I'm on the outside in, and what I see is so many people with so much attitude and so much hate. It's like everybody think they own this case,
Mm-hmm.
or everybody think they own Nika's name in the
Mm-hmm.
case. Know,
Mm-hmm.
they want justice.
Why
So
are you
one
calling out?
person don't own this case. Like you don't own this. I
Why is
don't.
she cutting out?
He don't own this case. You don't own this case. You know what I'm saying? So everybody have their right to seek justice and look for they own, clues as to who done this to her. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't
You're
own
cutting in and out.
right to it, but I do. See what I'm saying?
Can you hear me? Walsh.
So what makes that?
Can you guys hear me? She's breaking up terribly bad. Terribly, terribly bad. Um, Hopefully she can get her thing back going. She's just frozen. Um, okay, good deal. I know it's there's a lot of storms moving through both of our areas, so I don't know if that has anything to do with um, her audio video. Trying to read the chat just a little bit. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm not going to do it. Thank you. I think what she was saying, and I could hear bits and pieces, um, and sometimes people forget this, is that nobody owns this case except Miss Teresa, really. If you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it's her daughter. Um, but it seems like people get, yeah, I'm hoping that she reboots. Um, yeah, she has a weak signal. Hopefully she'll call back in. Right. Anytime anybody says anything that somebody else doesn't agree with, it's a problem. There she is. Hey, love.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. You're going to
I
have to say
don't
your
know.
piece again.
No, I was just saying, like, like one person don't own Kanika's case or name no more than the other person. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
it doesn't give that person the right to say, well, you don't know no more than I do, or you can't do it, or you can't search it no more than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Or that person can't talk down to like me or him or her just because they looking into it, or they can't tell that person that him or I are wrong because we're looking into it. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of that lately, you
Hmm.
know, from me being on the outside
Hmm.
looking in. I've been seeing a lot of that. Is no, you're wrong because I've already looked at this and I've got this. What makes you think you're right?
Hmm.
You know, the police
Hmm.
didn't say you're right just because you got what you think is right.
Hmm.
But the police or the FBI or whoever, they're not saying you're right.
Hmm.
You didn't take it to them and let them look at it.
Hmm.
So how do you
Hmm.
know you're right?
Hmm.
Just because you did your evidence and you think you're right, how do you think you're right? Take it
Hmm.
to them and let them look at it.
Hmm.
Hand it over.
Hmm.
If you got so much evidence, hand it over and let them look at it. You see
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I said, I was told this. by, and I'm just gonna put it out there. Yeah, I come from a family of detectives. I have a cousin that's a detective. He works for the Chicago Police Department. They can't touch this case because it's not their jurisdiction. I
Mm-hmm.
have an aunt that's a criminal defense attorney. The criminal defense attorney. My son just passed the bar exam last year. I have three police officers and four troopers in my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I got all that in my family. We talk, but like I'm saying, turn your stuff over if you think you got all of this information, maybe they can help.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what you have can help Kenneka. Why
Mm-hmm.
sit on it if you got this much?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have, like the stuff that you have, it might help her. It might help her case. If you've been searching it for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just saying this because I heard another channel cuss another person out on live. Because the person just asked a simple question, you
Mm-hmm.
know, about her case, and what do you think this is? And they just went off, completely off on this girl, and she just asked a question, and they went off on it till she just clicked off. And that's what made me say, what makes us think we know more than the next person?
Mm-hmm.
If we knew it all, then her case would be solved.
Mm-hmm.
And now, am I right or wrong? Now, if I'm wrong,
Hold
I'll
up.
be the first to admit, huh?
Hold up. Yanni Ya, when Trump became president, he made Friedman the ambassador. I just want to make sure we're clear because we just went over this that is not the David Friedman of Crown Plaza.
Right,
So just so we're clear, go ahead, D. Walsh.
right. No, I'm just
The
saying, like,
same though. Nobody
if
wants
I'm
to speak up because of that.
right,
Nobody wants to
right,
say anything.
right. And if, like I said, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit that, I
Hmm.
apologize for saying what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But, if if I'm right, like, if I find stuff like that, I'll be the first to turn it in. Look at this. Would this help her case? Why
Hmm.
sit on it for 4 years if you got all this evidence?
Hmm.
That's what I'm not understanding.
Hmm.
You
Uh,
know,
we're not like that over here. But I think a problem is the egos get in the way. And
hmm
lesbian lover 36 says, if you are working towards the same goal, then instead of saying someone is right or wrong, why not put heads together and see what you all come up with? Correct. I'm
exactly,
all about
correct.
that's him who we just went over this, and that's what I'm talking about right there. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I just showed you the David Freeman that runs the Crown Plaza, and I showed you who the person ambassador to Israel or whatever he is to Israel is. They are two
hmm
different people. I just showed that. Maybe you weren't here. I don't know. But
Who's
maybe
asking that?
Yanni Ya is saying that's him. No, it's not, sweetie. It's not him.
Well, when it go off, you can rewatch it when it go off.
Right. You can rewatch it and
I'm not being smart or nothing, but
right.
we're not going to be on live long, so
Right.
it's yeah, you can rewatch it
Yes.
because they do let it stay on for a while,
Yes.
right?
Yes. The
Okay.
but the that's why a lot of people don't want to speak up. Nobody wants to say anything in a lot of these chats because someone is ready and defensive. There's a lot of people
Mhm.
that are defensive about the case because of something they've done or this or that and the third. And um, people just, she probably did come in after I showed the pics. Um,
Yeah,
it makes people, it makes people feel a certain way. And like no matter what all, I would love for everybody to be able to work together, but
yeah,
it's the egos. That's what happens. The egos get in the way, and people get offensive, and they cannot. They cannot. And some people just aren't some people just don't work well with others, period.
Right.
They just don't.
Exactly.
And that's a problem. And it's going to be a problem you run into every day of your life. There are some people that don't play well in the sandbox. It
That's
is what it
true.
is. But like D. Walsh said, ego, yes. Um,
She got a big ego.
yeah, the ego is a problem. It's a problem for some people. But I agree with D. Walsh, 100%. Agree with it. Yes, all areas of life, it's a problem. I'm going
Right.
to disable the camera for just a second. So feel free to say whatever you need to say.
You me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm good. I am. I'm good. I got my camera on a tripod and it's I can't get it. When I go this way, it's going that way. When I go this way, it go that way. So I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm in the back person.
Okay.
I don't really come out in the front, so I'm just like, ugh, I'm that person. So, but
Right.
I will.
It doesn't have
But
anything to do with the case, Cassie, but like I said, that's where a lot of people's suspicions come in when they say, oh, he has to do with Donald Trump, and they take that and run with it. No, it doesn't have anything to do with it. But the more facts that people can line up with the truth, the better, in my opinion. It is what
right,
it is. And why let someone run
true.
around and and I can't stop them from saying what they say, but I can show them that they're wrong. And that's where a lot of these conspiracy theories come into play. And hopefully people understand that. But I agree with what Cassie's saying, just like the Masons. What did that have to do with Kanika's death? What does a lot of this have to do with her death? I guess we'll figure
Both
it
my
out on down
kids'
the road.
grandfathers, look, both my boys, they're my ex-husband, his father's a Mason, and he got a stepfather, he's a Mason.
Mm-hmm.
So what? They help. I mean, it's like if you're in need of something, they're right there, you know. So, and they said that Miss Teresa was a Mason, right? So if she was a Mason and she needed help, they would have been right there at that hotel to give her assistance if she was a Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say she was a Mason at one point in time when it first happened?
Which person?
Miss Teresa. Didn't they say she was part of a Mason or
Oh,
something like
they've said
that?
she's everything but a milk cow. Yeah, they've said she's Eastern
Right.
Star.
Yeah, Eastern Star or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So if she was indeed, then because I know a lot about it being, like I said, my kids' grandfather both. So if that was true, they would have been there. They would have shut
Mm-hmm.
that hotel down. They would
Mm-hmm.
have been there. I'm telling you, they
Mm-hmm.
would have been from every part of them states
Mm-hmm.
there to help her,
Mm-hmm.
to give her assistance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's something I would like to find out if that was true or not. They said Eastern Star.
Mm-hmm. That's what Fred Wood said.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Eastern Star is female.
Well, they can't be Mason at Eastern Stars. Right, Eastern Star.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah,
Masons backed them though, right? Masons backed the Eastern Star. They part of their
correct.
women's, right?
Right.
Right.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. They would have been there to give her assistance.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
something
really
I would
all
want
I
to know.
have. That's
We
all
have to
I
look
have
that
for tonight.
up.
Unless you have something. Yeah, we need to get on that. But what I asked the other day was, where did the Mason come from? And I still haven't gotten an answer on that.
I just heard it, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just heard it when it first happened. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard it anymore. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm. Same. I've always heard it, I guess, since the beginning. Do you have anything else you want to say, Miss Thang?
No, no. I just thank everybody. I do. I really just thank everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. So I like everybody is so level headed on this side. And
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, even if they don't agree, because everybody can agree to disagree without the
Right.
fighting and the
Right.
name calling and all that type of stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just like that everybody is level and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we can all
This
get together.
shows that there are mature people that can agree to disagree and have a dialogue, and that's what I like. I like anything that if I can learn, I'm like a sponge. I love to learn, and if I can learn something from someone else, I'm all about that. But I don't have to be disrespectful about it or disrespected or any of that. It's just unnecessary. So, um,
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
but I think
That
that
was
we can
right.
all
They are
agree to disagree.
mm-hmm.
So that's really all I have. I can't believe
Thank you,
we've
Miss
already went
Jackie.
almost an hour. I didn't mean to
Thank you,
keep
Miss
it this
Jackie.
long, guys.
Oh no, I'm just telling everybody thank you. Thank you, Miss Jackie. And
Rhetorical, but I
Miss
will hate.
Unconditional Love.
Right.
Thank you. And what else? Oh, Miss Flower Bloom. Yes, Eastern Stars are for the women, Masons. The men are Masons, the women are Eastern Stars. I brought up Mason is because somebody said that when it first happened about her being a Mason, but the
Mm-hmm.
women are Eastern Stars, the men are Masons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Derek Redden. We got big stuff we're working on, but we're not ready to tell that little secret yet.
right. And oh, Mr. Fred, thank you for all the information too.
Yes, I appreciate it. I look forward to my email. I look forward to it. Well, I guess we're going to end it on that note, but I hope you guys all had a great weekend and have an even better week. And I appreciate everybody's time for coming, even D Walsh. I appreciate you for coming through, especially after everything you've been through.
Oh,
Really
you're
appreciate that.
welcome.
I love
No
this woman to
problem.
death. She is my sister for real, for real.
No problem. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, guys. You all have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Stay
Good
safe.
night.
Have a blessed night.